Hello everybody, I am Fuzzy Face and welcome back to part 9 of this Bradford City career on Football Manager. The Mighty Bantams, we have risen to second in the table, second only to Fleetwood, who I think are 5 points in front of us at the moment. Yes, they are 5 points in front of us. We could just click there, can't we? Yeah, 5 points in front. We scored 16 goals. They've got a little bit better goal difference than us, but they've obviously scored more points than us at the moment. Last time out, if you remember, we beat Bristol Rovers 1-0, the goal from Mark Marshall in the 20th minute. If you want to see that game, you can go back to part 8. There's the highlights of that game on that episode, part 8. Bolton, we moved on to Bolton away at Macron Stadium. We lost 1-0. Chris Long, a goal in the 38th minute. It's another game that we bossed. We bossed this game again. We had more possession. We had more shots on target. They scored a goal. We couldn't manage to break them down just to score a goal. We couldn't break them down to get any clear-cut chances either. Then we moved on to Fleetwood, a home game at Valley Parade. We won this game 3-1 pretty convincingly in the end. Kilgallen opened the scoring with a header. I think it must have been a header. 43 minutes. Then Devante Cole, ex-City player, equalised. They missed a penalty late on. Is it actually going to say it here? There we go. Bobby Grant missed a penalty in the 82nd minute, which was saved by Colin Doyle in his first back match from injury. He saved it in the 82nd minute. We went on then. It's not actually letting me click on the goals here. So we're going to have to go through the highlights. So let's go goals here. So this is Kilgallen's goal. McMahon got it in. Knight Percival flicked it on and then Kilgallen got in on the back post. Let's slow this down a little bit. I speeded it up for the highlights a little bit, but I was a little bit too fast. So Kilgallen got that goal. Then the second goal. This was Fleetwood's goal. Wolford knocked it to Dempsey. And let's see if we can skip through this. It's going a little bit slow. And there we go. It was a lucky break through the line. Cole getting forward, scoring from there. And then this is the own goal. It's not really much of an own goal. It's Cole that takes the shot, and then it sort of comes off pond, a tiny little thing. This must have been going wide, but it comes off him a tiny bit, ends up in the back of the net. And then the last goal, Kelly, Knight Percival gets on the end of it, finishes off the game, gets us the third goal in the 90th minute. Absolutely brilliant from our players. So well, we don't want to go there just yet. Yeah, we do. And then Chesterfield, we moved away to Chesterfield here at the Proax Stadium. 2 late goals. It's another game again where we dominated this game totally. 61% possession, dominated them passing wise, shots wise. Billy Clark opened up the scoring here. It was a free kick from Kelly, saved, and then Clark managed to get on to the end of that. And then Josh Cullen in the 90th minute, throwing from McMahon. Gilead on the end of it, but McMahon then back in. Kelly, and then Cullen got on the end of a Kelly cross. A brilliant goal from Josh Cullen. He's been absolutely amazing this season. And then in the Checkatrade Trophy, we fielded a little bit of a stronger team than we did last time against Bury, which is when we went for the 4-4-2. Here, on Kenny Black's advice, we ended up getting smashed in that game. We actually fielded a little bit of a stronger team here for the Checkatrade Trophy, just to put us within distance of actually qualifying for the next round. We do have a tough game coming up against Everton under 23s, who have beaten both Bury and Carlisle, so maybe they're going to do that to us. But we beat Carlisle 2-0. Pretty decent game. Charlie White scoring a goal for once. That's only his second goal of the season. And it was from this. White spread it out White to Marshall. Marshall then beat his defender and then White got on the end of it. Nice little finish. Beats the keeper. And then Billy Clark as well, who is filling in on the left for... Although I think he was playing more City. He was actually playing as the attacking midfielder here because we were resting Liam Kelly for this match. But Clark, a decent goal for him. He has been filling in on the left wing. It's been him and Nicky Law filling in the left wing because Chris Willock actually got injured, who's been one of our better players this season. He got injured against Bristol Rovers, so he has been out since that match, but we haven't been doing too badly without him. We do have Shrewsbury coming up today, so let's get ready and go into the team selection. Billy Clark is out wide. Liam Kelly, Matt Marshall, just calling Roman Vincelos back in the centre of midfield. Kilgallen's back from injury. I'm not too worried about his pace, and we do have Rory McArdle ready to come back, so Rory McArdle will be getting some game time this time, possibly half an hour. He might not even play, depending on how the game's going. I don't like upsetting the defence too much. It's just sort of like something I don't like to do if we're under the cosh, if we're getting attacked. I don't like swapping the defence around too much. It sort of upsets the rhythm. But hopefully we can get Rory McArdle back into this game. He will be taking the place of Kilgallen at some point once he gets back up to fitness. He is our best defender. He's not rated the best defender. I don't think he's rated the best defender. No, Knight Percival is, but Roy McArdle is a beast in the air. 16. His tackling is really good, and he's not that slow either. So that is going to be it. Other than that, we're going to keep Charlie up front. And yes, Colin Doyle has got his place back. He has had a couple of decent games. He's kept one clean sheet. He's saved a penalty. It was really hard making a decision to drop Sattelmeyer, but he had been playing well. But Colin Doyle is just a little bit of a better keeper. So we'll proceed to this match now. Teams warming up. Here we go. We are the 1-6 favourites against Shrewsbury. Shrewsbury 10-1. So Knight Percival, our key man, he's been playing well, and their key man is their keeper. So it's going to be up to Jason Lutweiler to keep us out here. So here we go. Lightsmith, they're going to play with a defensive midfielder. Sean Worley, pretty quick. Is he got a weak foot? Yes, he has, so we can put him on his weaker foot. Dodds as well. Yeah, we can't do it to him, so we can put Worley on his weaker foot. As usual, we do have closing down set for these positions and hard tackling on the centre midfielders. So let's just say we'll pick up where they left off, and that's what Kenny Block's suggesting as well. So should we, yeah, just go out there, relax, and just go out and relax. It seems to work better for the more possession-based tactics if you just tell these guys to relax. So we have faith in the midfield. We want to be more flexible. We should go to control for this one because we are expected here, aren't we? So we just need to slow this down from what we had from the highlights, and we want extended because we went with key. We went with key last time we showed the game, and it didn't show a highlight. We got one highlight in the first half, didn't we? It's Bristol Rovers. So we'll go key here. We'll skip the pre-match, and here we go. White back to Kelly. Maybe we'll go a little bit faster here. We'll see. Is this speed all right for everyone? I think this is all right, isn't it? So we got Kelly, who's dispossessed by Tab. Is that Leachsmith? Anyway, I think that's J-Tab, isn't it? I'm not sure if it's J-Tab, it might not be. But a long ball over the top to White, but that's going to be scooped up by Lutweiler. Their goalkeeper, their key man today. I'm guessing we're going to have a lion's share of possession here once again. Cullen is pretty tired. Cullen has been asking for a rest. Well, not him exactly, but he's been saying that he could do with a rest. And dodge through here, and that takes a deflection off Kilgallen. Kilgallen got the cross just to take the sting off that ball, and Doyle easily takes it in. So Shrewsbury not doing too badly here considering they're massive underdogs, and they go straight over the top. Smith gets on the end of it. He takes a shot from outside the box that sails over the bar. So Shrewsbury 2 shots already. 8 minutes gone. They're winning the possession game, but we've got a corner now. McMahon, and that goes over from Knight Percival. McMahon has come back into the team since we're missing Willock. We're missing that little bit of dynamic forward play. And we've got another injury, and this time it's Liam Kelly. No potential shin injury, so that shouldn't be too bad. Nicky Law's going to come on. Maybe we'll switch Billy into the centre because Nicky Law can play as a inside forward as well. So we'll confirm those changes. Hopefully that's not too bad for Liam Kelly. He's been absolutely outstanding for us this season. We just need to see whether we can break them there. We're swinging back the possession into our favour. We're finding it hard to break down this. And we say that, and McMahon gets a free kick. We're finding it hard to break down the Shrewsbury team at the moment to get any decent sort of chance on goal with their defensive midfielder. Hopefully as the game goes on, Shrewsbury are going to get tired. It seems to be the case that we just pass teams to death and they get tired late on because a lot of our goals come late, and J-Tab, and he gets sent it away. A lot of our goals come late on recently. So maybe we are at a point where we're just outlasting teams, we're passing them about, we're wearing them out, and then once it gets like 70 minutes plus, we sort of take over the game from that point totally. We're usually in charge up to that point, but that's the time when we start to score most of our goals. McMahon with a corner now. Can McMahon get a good swinging corner in? He does, and that's almost Kilgallen, but he's beaten to it by Lancashire. Goes behind for another corner. It's going to be McMahon again, since Kelly's off the field, and that is Kilgallen this time, but Kilgallen sends it wide this time. Goal kick to Shrewsbury. So we're starting to get a few more chances now. McMahon with another free kick from outside the box, and that looked like it was going in there, but it suddenly appeared in the goalkeeper's hands. But anyway, we've got 63% possession. It's just dropped a little bit, but yeah, I'll get that. We're dominating this game. Almost double the passes already at the halfway point. So I'm pretty pleased with this. We're still in second position, it looks like, in the table. We just need to open this team up a little bit more. We won't go attacking just yet. Maybe we'll go away from exploiting the left flank, which is what we usually like to do. It's a leftover tactic from having Chris Willock in the side, but it seems to be working after that, after even with Chris Willock being out of the team. But we'll take it off for this now. Maybe if we focus down both wings and through the centre. I'm guessing things are going to go more central through Billy Clark. We're taking that away. But another free kick from outside the box, and this time McMahon sends it over. We seem to get a lot of free kicks in that one position. If we had a really good free kick taker, we'd be scoring tons of goals. But at this level, it's not something that can be expected. J-Tab now, it looks like Shrewsbury are coming forward. Wally from outside the box. Doyle dives across the goal, but it goes wide. So Shrewsbury haven't had a shot on target, but saying that we're not doing too much better at the moment. We're not really doing any better than they are with shots on target. Obviously we're dominating. Should we bring Hawula on? Get a little bit more pace up front. He's not been doing the best. He has had a couple of starts, but he's really not been doing that well. And we might be able to get Roy McCardle on, but he will be our last sub, and it's a little bit early to use that just in case there's going to be an injury. McMahon from outside the box again. He blasts it wide once again. Right, we'll take the risk. We'll get McCardle on. We want him to get his match fitness back. So McCardle coming back from injury during the 12th game of the season. 12th league game, actually. We've played 14 actual competitive games, so he's been out quite a while since the start of the season. Now Marshall gets it to Cullen Clark, and then it comes to Cullen. Vansalo now gets it back to Cullen. Cullen, can we open up this Shrewsbury defence? They're defending really well at the moment, sort of restricting us from getting forward. Maybe we should try work the ball into the box, try get a few more chances, and a little bit better chances instead of us shooting from pretty wide out. And it looks like Shrewsbury are going to break, but it's broken up by McCardle. McCardle really strong in the air, 2 headers, but it only comes to Morris. Shrewsbury look, and they get through the back. Humphreys here, Humphreys off the... Oh, I thought we were going to concede, then Keelan Gallen gets it away. We're going to switch these tactics whilst we can. We're going to work the ball into the box, see if we can get a few cleaner chances on goal. We're really struggling at the moment. We've had 7 off target. I guess most of them have been free kicks or shots from outside the box. Meanwhile, Shrewsbury still threatening here, but that's the end of that highlight. Can we get a cleaner shot on goal here? Don't have any more substitutions to make. Should we go attack and get players forward? Possibly leave us open at the back. Another free kick. McMahon this time. The keeper flaps at it, but it's going over anyway. That's no trouble. And another free kick. McMahon this time plays it short to Penny. Penny in the team at the moment. I forgot to mention that Meredith is away on international duty with Australia. That's why Meredith is not in the team. So we've got Penny, who is on loan from... I'm not even sure. Sheffield Wednesday. He's on loan from Sheffield Wednesday. This comes out to McCardle. McCardle seems to have been playing pretty well. So it looks like he and Cullen's absolutely really tired at the moment. So he might have to have a rest in the next game. It doesn't look like we're going to get this goal, even playing attack in this. A go-go. Just this formation, we're having a lot of trouble with it seems. And Tab, there's a lot of room over this side of the pitch, but a shot from way out, easily scooped up by Doyle. It doesn't look like we're going to even get a goal in this game. Yeah. Shrewsbury with a late free kick. Doyle comes and collects that beautifully, and this looks like it's going to be the end of the game here. It's going to be a kick from Doyle, which should signal the end of the game. No, not yet. Is there going to be something happening? Long ball, but it's broken up by Shrewsbury. And there we go, the end of the game. A 0-0 draw. I think is that one of our first this season? We don't have many of them, even though we don't seemingly score a lot of goals, although we have been doing recently. There's a few games where we haven't managed to break teams down, just like this one. So let's be assertive. We should have won this. Go. We should have won that game. So let's continue to the post-match analysis. Kilgallen, man of the match. We dominated a lot. They had a few more chances than I would have liked in this game. We've limited much better teams than them to much less than that. But it looks like we're still going to be in second. It doesn't seem to update this one after the game, but we should be on 24 points now. 4 points behind Fleetwood. Yeah, so let's just leave this match now. Liam Kelly injured, out for 4 months. Oh, mate, that is absolutely shocking. Shocking. He's our best player this season. So we've, in space of 2 games that we've actually watched, we've lost our 2 best players who were on loan. We've lost Chris Willock and we've lost Liam Kelly. That is a real blow. We're finding it tough to score his first goal. He hasn't actually scored a goal yet for us. He's played in part in 8 games and 2 cup games, plus a sub appearance in the EFL Cup. He's yet to score. Cullen is really tired as well. So our 3 best players were all loan players. We've got Cullen, we've got Willock, and we've got Kelly. Cullen really needs a rest. Willock and Kelly are out injured. So it's going to be pretty tough. And Willock's still out for a long time as well. We have Oxford, Southend, Sheffield. Yes, it's going to be pretty hard going forward without those 3 players. It's going to be a while before Liam Kelly's back. It's October now. He won't be back until March. He's not going to be back around until about here. So we're going to be missing Liam Kelly for most of this. So maybe we're going to have to cut our losses with him sending back. We can't actually bring anyone in on loan. We are looking about in Germany because we do have German owners. I would like to have this sort of follow on from that, in that we have a lot of German players. But we can't actually scout Germany yet. We cannot afford to scout in Germany, so we can't actually check out much of anything about these players. But as it is, let's look at loan status. We cannot actually loan anyone at the moment. I don't think. No, we can't actually loan anyone at the moment. The window is closed, so that's it for this episode. Pretty disappointing that Liam Kelly's out injured. But Shrewsbury 0-0. Not the best of results, but again, we're still in promotion contention. But that is it for this episode. Hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video a thumbs up if you are enjoying this series. But we'll be back with part 10 tomorrow. These videos usually go up at 7 o'clock if you want to come back when it goes on. My Motorsport Manager series gets uploaded at 5 PM GMT time, UK time. Football Manager series gets uploaded at 7. So those are the times that we'll be sticking to daily from now on. Maybe we'll try to get 2 matches in next time. Maybe we'll come back and we'll play cup games. Should we do cup games next time? Maybe we'll do cup games. We'll do the FA Cup first round and then we'll do the last Checkatrade Trophy Cup game. Or maybe we'll just come back for the FA Cup game. We'll see how we're doing at that point. We'll see what we need. Or maybe we'll even come back for Sheffield United. That should be an interesting game. Yeah, we'll do Sheffield United next. So we'll go 2 games ahead. We'll come back for Sheffield United. So tomorrow we'll be back with the Sheffield United game. But until that time, I will see you later. Goodbye.